In this lesson, we are going to learn about smartwatches for the Cotton Bowl and Consumer Judging Competition. Smartwatches first became popular in 2013 and have continued to increase in popularity. Like traditional watches, these devices tell time. However, smartwatches do much more than that. Smartwatches are often capable of doing everything smartphones do and more. They may track personal health, utilize timing options, communicate through calling and texting, and payments. A smartwatch is basically a wearable computing device that resembles a watch. Below, you'll see some different factors that we consider when choosing a smartwatch. Price, bands and color, screen, battery life, connectivity, compatibility and synchronization, headphones, wallet or payment abilities, texting and calling, apps, do not disturb mode, health tracking, clock settings, and waterproof. So let's take a deeper look at these factors to consider. The first factors that we're going to look at are cost, bands and color, and battery life. It is important when we're thinking about cost that we remember that it's always an important factor, even if it's not specifically mentioned in the situation. Remember, everyone wants to get the most bang for their buck, meaning they want to find the product that is the cheapest but meets all of their needs. For price, smartwatches range anywhere from $30 to $1,500 or more. This depends on the features that they offer, the model of the smartwatch, and the company that is offering the smartwatch. The battery life of a smartwatch varies based on how it is made and used. Most last around 12 to 18 hours, but some can last longer. The more you use the smartwatch, the quicker the battery is going to run out. A wide variety of colors are available, especially for smartwatch wristbands. Some companies offer designer bands, which are often very expensive. Make sure that the band fits your wrist comfortably and that the clasp is secure. The face of the watch is usually limited to colors such as black, white, gray, gold, or silver. Some watches offer sports bands for use during physical activity, as well as fashion bands for matching one's clothing or other accessories. Many smartwatches have touchscreens, but not all. Buttons, knobs, and dials on the sides are common controls. Watches that are designed to look more like regular watches tend to not have touchscreens. Screen sizes can vary, and many smartwatches offer multiple sizes of screens in one model. Some smartwatches have a cool application where you can connect wirelessly to headphones, so you can listen straight from your watch. This allows you to leave your phone at home. Most smartwatches are motion activated. This means that when you move your wrist, it lights up. This happens most often when you're going to look at your screen. This can be a problem if you want complete darkness, like when you're in class or wanting to go to sleep. Do Not Disturb gives you the ability to turn off notifications and/or the screen without truly turning off your smartwatch. We're now going to talk a little bit about connectivity, compatibility, and synchronization. These are probably the most important factors to consider when purchasing a smartwatch. Some smartwatches connect to the internet by connecting to your phone via your Bluetooth, which means you have to have your phone nearby to connect to the internet. Others can connect without your phone using 4G LTE, which is a standard wireless data transmission. This is important to consider if you want to be able to make calls or send texts without your phone nearby. You would look for 4G LTE. Smartphones and smartwatches automatically synchronize when a digital connection is detected between the phone and the watch. This means that information that is sent to your phone or retrieved from your phone will also appear on your smartwatch and vice versa. Additionally, you can oftentimes add your personal music service to your watch. When looking for smartwatches, make sure it is compatible with your phone. Otherwise, you may not be able to use it. Many smartwatches have payment or wallet abilities. This means that they give you the ability to store traditional payment methods. that you frequently use on cell phones for contactless payments. You know, where you can swipe your smartwatch across a reader and it will automatically pay for your item. It's a pretty cool new feature. Smartwatches also have the ability to send a text or call someone from your device. Not every smartwatch has this function. Notifications from text messages, calls, Facebook, Instagram, etc. may also appear on your smartwatch. For some smartwatches, your phone must be nearby for this to work. Some smartwatches allow you to download third-party apps. If there are specific apps that you want to use on your smartwatch, you need to make sure that they're compatible with the watch you're selecting. Some smartwatches are designed primarily for tracking health indicators. Others are able to do this through apps that you download. Some health indicators that are tracked are sleep, calories, physical activity, hydration, heart rate, and stress. Some smartwatches can track your sleep cycle and detect if you are having quality sleep based on the amount of time slept and the amount of movement during sleep. You may input what you are eating and it will track your nutrition information. Smartwatches can keep track of steps made and stairs climbed throughout the day and can encourage physical activity through reminders to get up and move. Some can even track different types of exercise, such as swimming and biking. Smartwatches with GPS can map your runs or walks. Apps to log water intake throughout the day can be downloaded to smartwatches. Throughout the day or throughout working out, your watch tracks your heart rate, so you can examine it during exercise or later after the workout. And finally, smartwatches can remind you to take a deep breath and focus on being calm when it detects a high heart rate or at specific times of the day. Normally, the clock settings are customizable on a smartwatch, meaning you may change the way the face of your smartwatch appears. There will be preset options that exist. You can also set your smartwatch to set off an alarm or remind you to do something. Most smartwatches are waterproof, so that you may wear them all the time, such as while swimming or taking a shower. However, it is important to see the max capacity of meters, or ATM, which stands for atmosphere. A majority of smartwatches are functional to 5 ATM, or 50 meters. Remember that 1 ATM equals 10 meters. Let's practice together a class of smartwatches. Let's take a look at our scenario. Jennifer wants a smartwatch. She has a $300 gift card from her birthday to use for this purchase. Jennifer is a generally active person. She is always on the move, whether she's walking to work, her local coffee shop, or going to the gym. Jennifer wants a smartwatch that will help her track activity in correlation with her iPhone. Jennifer uses Spotify to listen to music and hopes that her smartwatch will be compatible. A long battery life that gets her through the day is important. She needs at least 12 plus hours of battery life. Let's review the factors that Jennifer is looking for. She has a $300 budget. She wants to track her activity and have it be compatible with her iPhone. She wants her smartwatch to work with Spotify. And she needs a 12 plus hour battery life. And let's also keep in mind that she's active. So let's look at option 1, the Apple Watch Series 5. Right away, we can see that it is $399, which is over her price range. Let's look for activity. We can see that it tracks steps and activity. And because it's an Apple Watch and it says that it has access to all iPhone apps, I can pretty much assume that it's also compatible with iPhone. We can see here that those apps include Spotify, so it does work with Spotify. And right here it says up to 18 hours of battery life. Let's note these factors and move on to our next option. Option number 2 is the Fitbit Charge 4. We can see that the price is $149.95, which does fall within her $300 budget. It has real-time pace, distance, floors climbed, swim, and heart rate, so it does track activity, and it is compatible with her iPhone. We can see here that it does work with Spotify, and the battery life is up to 7 days. Let's record this and move on to option number 3. Option 3 is the Huawei Watch 2 Sport smartwatch. The cost is $275. We can see that it is compatible with the iPhone and has a built-in GPS and continuous heart rate, sleep tracker, workout coach, and activity tracker. Unfortunately, it lists that it does not allow for the full use of Spotify. It does list that the battery life is 2 days. Let's move on to option number 4, our final option. Our final option is the Moto 360 smartwatch. The cost is $349, which is over the $300 budget. It does not list at all that it's iPhone compatible, so we're a little iffy about that, even though it does track the activity barometer, heart rate, and has a light sensor. It does say that it works with Spotify, and the battery life is 18 hours. Let's take a step back and look at all of our options to make a decision. In this class, we can see that we have a pretty obvious top pair and an obvious bottom pair. In our top pair are options 2 and 3, and in our bottom pair are options 1 and 4. We can break this solely on price at this point. Options 2 and 3 fit within her $300 budget, and options 1 and 4 are over her budget and immediately fall to the bottom. But we need to decide between the pairs. So let's look at our top pair. In option number 2 is the lowest price, and it fits all of her needs. Option number 3, however, misses one of her needs and doesn't work completely with Spotify. So for these reasons, we're going to place option number 2 first and option number 3 second. Now let's look at our bottom pair, 1 and 4. Both of them are over the budget. Let's keep in mind that number 1 is actually more expensive than option number 4. However, when we look at option number 4, we also don't know if it's compatible with an iPhone, and this could be a serious issue for her. So for these reasons, we're going to place option number 1 over option number 4, even though it is slightly more expensive. Our placing today is 2, 3, 1, 4.